Stadium. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the Utah Utes and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Utes head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Razorbacks kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Quarterback keeper. A sweet run gets it out to the 30-yard line, and that can really jumpstart a drive.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Hauls it in. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Gets it out quickly. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
I love offensive coordinators. They're not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
And the Utes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Calls his own number. gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
And at the end of the play, it looks as if there's an injured Razorback on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Man, what a great break on the ball, way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range, had a chance.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Utes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Here's Parker.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on 4th down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals, and the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Clapp. At midfield, he's got room. Run to the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Grab behind the line, it's Hawkins. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football. And guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up?
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wideout. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Extending the play. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The play-action fake. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
Got his man. Big guy tries to barrel in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll run for it. It's Parker. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Dampier. He lets it fly. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. He's going to run it. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Time to take a shot. Upstairs to make the catch. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
The Razorbacks take their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. He'll pull it down and run. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
He's got his man, makes the grab. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Hit as he throws. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go and make a statement today.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Complete. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Utes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Handoff for Parker. Here's a little room there. Discards him with the stiff arm.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, where you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
Well, we've been calling his number running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab on the big throw. Ripped off the huge chunk play all the way to the 31-yard line. The Razorbacks love to do it on the ground, but that gives you some opportunities for big plays up top.
No doubt. It makes me commit more to the ground game, bring more guys down.
Caught, and he's got room. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to change this route. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running inside, it's Smith. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. It's complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
Fires quickly. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now.
Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Behind the chains now on second and long. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Dampier. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Bringing the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
He'll try to do it himself. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
The run inside. It's Smith. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have running the clock here.
There's no way a nigga's watching my stream with a straight face right now. This nigga's running the same play all game. I'm running zone, I'm blitzing. My niggas are not adjusting to the play that's happening. This nigga's running straight cheese. I don't get niggas like this. Like, call a real play, bro. It's like, you can enjoy it when I'm leaving this league. Nigga got no rules, no nothing. Nigga just doing whatever.
Bring it out. It's
like,
Johnson.
what? It's just weird. I'm getting almost forced by AI. Like, bro, what? Like, I literally ran the same play he ran when you motioned across the field and everybody's going on a vert. Every time I run that play, I'm getting pressure in my face. This nigga threw a touchdown. Like, this game is garbage, bro.
looking to pass. It's
Like, niggas play this shit with a straight face.
Fires complete on the crosser.
But I'll be wrong if I close that right.
33. They pick up the first down. Gotta
Goofy
use
ass
their time
game.
wisely. And the use moving quickly to the
Ball,
line.
nigga.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Just gashing this defense. A big gain to the 40-yard line. This offense absolutely
Playing a
humming
straight
as they
goofy.
come to the line again.
Hike the ball.
To the air on first down. He's going for it all. Got it down the field. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for
Playing
one
a
or two
straight
more plays.
faggot, dog.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Fires downfield. It's caught downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first.
But this is
and
what he's
goal
doing the
from
whole
the
game.
one. The whistle sound, and they got it.
But if I do this, watch what happens. Why? Watch how I run it, though. This goofy ass game.
Got his man on the right.
Nigga doing the same stupid shit the whole game.
Wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field.
Like, that's not skill. Nothing about what I did was, like, bro. The whole first half he's doing this, bro. My whole team is glitched. No one's rushing the passer. Like, I'm good,
And
bro.
they'll try to tack on two.
You can have it.
It's caught for the two-point conversion, and this offense builds some momentum going into halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime.
Let's go,
and we
bro.
will now
What are we
check in with
doing?
Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke, taking on the Central Michigan Chippewas. And it's the Blue Devils who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Niggas glitching my whole team. Like, bro.
This offense is really
Niggas are
clicking in
so
the game
weird,
far,
bro.
Jesse.
Look my defensive line.
Their play caller is dialing
Look.
up. These guys offensively have been able to go out and
Hey.
execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just
This is
maintaining
sorry,
the lead. Keep
bro.
doing
This
what
is so
you've been doing.
sorry.
You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time
Doing
the
the
defense
same
wasn't in
thing
position. They weren't
every
able to rally to 'em
time.
early
Every
enough, and
time the
you kinda get the
same
feeling
thing.
moving forward, whichever defense figures out the
Snagged it, and there's running room. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. That's caught. It's Hawkins. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My hit sticks ain't doing nothing. This thing gonna be fumbled twice already. One by AI. Like, I'm still stuck on that. AI is doing straight hit sticks. Why?
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. And they'll bring him down.
How is Utah ranked if their defense moving like this?
And
Like,
listen,
bro.
offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive
I want their
yards.
nigga to
Make
be
the
real
right
with me,
read.
bro.
Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Not one nigga's making a presence
This
known
feels
on that
like
defense.
4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Got it, looking for the first down.
Yeah, he got it. He got it, bro.
He might have room.
The second time I did the animation.
After the good pickup
What am I supposed to do with that?
25-yard line.
like,
Man,
bro.
they're scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half.
This game is about to get uninstalled. I'm not even joking right now.
We're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow.
Wow. Yo, we got pressure.
That's the first thing that's really going
Wow.
right. You got a big deficit. You haven't hit the quarterback.
Who would have thought, bro?
You need to change that around. Good start
Wow.
of the second half here. Make him feel uncomfortable.
And the Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Now nigga want to run a real play.
Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Niggas be
That's
dead
a great
weenie,
play by
bro.
the defense, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go.
Now niggas got real plays. Like, wow.
Jackson gonna throw
Who
it.
would have thought for real?
Going back to the well, another deep ball.
Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm good off this league. Yeah, I'm good. I'm so good. This shit's sad.